We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Room here to run. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 7-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Fields. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Lance looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That second down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, here's Lance. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. On play action, Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Play action, now it's Lance. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard. 49 yards.
And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On first down, Lance.
Buying time to his left.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had it down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. And now here's a carry heading left. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Lance. Being chased out left.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Lance.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Steps away to his left.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
To throw, it's Lance.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 145 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Fields. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Fields out to his left. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance going to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He can't get him down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He'll try again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. Now Lance. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Looks with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You put him in great position.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground. Quick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it with Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
75 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bulls have regained the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Lance now to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock.
I learned my lesson.
Continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Quick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
On 2nd and 10, Fields, screenplay, Johnson. Touchdown! Kerryon Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bulls are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
This is too easy right
Way
here.
in for a Ravens touchdown. Tariq Cohen. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Looks good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Lance now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lance being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Wow, and even 200 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. Off play action, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Johnson on the counter. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Fields.
Steps away to his left.
Connecting with Johnson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiver doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground. Quick. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
42 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Johnson running right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. On second down, Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They go to Johnson again. He's to the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
On second down now. It's Palmer. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? They're not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off.